Hello and welcome back to RawSlowGaming and our Let's Play series of Football Manager 2019 with Bath City Football Club. We're currently in our second season here in Vanarama National League South. We have 3 matches to go and we are currently second in the league with a few points to spare on to third and fourth place. And basically now we are just finishing off here. So yeah, we are 1 point ahead of third place and 4 points ahead of fourth place, and we really need to finish top 3 to have a easier playoff, and that is what we're aiming for here in the last few matches. And we get some player development advice here, that we have a few players that need some resting, and we have Spencer Adams getting better apparently here, and unfortunately he will join Derry City. He didn't want to stay with us, but he hasn't really performed, so that's alright, I guess. And we should criticize Hayden in his recent form here, so we'll do that. And I will continue towards the match that is against Gosport as a away team. So Gosport are 20th in the league, so it should be a pretty easy game. But we'll see. We never really know against the bad teams as away team. We seem to struggle a little bit more than we should here usually in these kind of games, but anyway we'll go to the team selection very soon once we reach it. But before that, please do smash the like button if you like what you see here, and also do leave a comment about just about anything and be engaged in the community. I read everything, and the most positive and informative comment will get pinned, just so you know. And also do make sure to subscribe so you're not missing out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at RawSlowGaming. And we get some pre-match tactical advice here from Jim Rollo, so nothing really special here. So we'll not bother with anything of that, and according to the bookmakers we are sort of pretty clear favorites for that match against Gosport. And we had a decent training last week in the team with an average rating of 7.11, so alright, not more and not less. We have no player especially improving or anything like that, and we have a few players here to criticize. We'll criticize Hayden here. We would have liked to criticize Sangaria as well, but we can't do that for some reason. I don't understand why sometimes you can't criticize or praise the players for their training performance, but yeah, I'm sure there's some explanation to it. And let's see here, we'll pick the team selection then. And we have Hutton here, very tired actually, so let's let Lewis play there instead for this match. And then we have Hayden and Button, Genovese, Sparta, Stewart, Paxman, Rigg, Adeloy and Brandt, which is our best team, and all is in good condition here, so should do no more changes than that. And we have the correct team on the bench as well. So let's submit the team and hope for a good result here in what should be an easy match. So a slow first 10 minutes, but the highlight here, free kick for Go Sport, and it was just wide. Pretty dangerous stuff there though. And another free kick from Go Sport. We clear it, but the player or Go Sport only get it back. Safe hands there from our keeper Ward though, holding the ball. And so far we haven't at all been performing, so let's actually start shouting here. And we get another highlight here for Go Sport. It looks like at least having the ball here in the midfield and a long through ball up, but it only goes to our keeper. And here's the goal kick from our keeper up towards Rig, but he loses the challenge. And I believe we get a second yellow card here on Genovese, making us 1 man short. And, yes, that's the case, unfortunately. So we'll have to put down Paxman, I guess. We'll put Stewart in the middle here. And we'll put in Don Ball instead of Paxman. Since we do need or want a full line in the defense, I'd say that is more important than having a full line of midfielders. And it's another highlight here for Go Sport. Here's the cross, and Lewis misses the clearing or the header there, unfortunately, but breaks the ball back. That's pretty nice. We get a second chance here with Sparta, bringing the ball up to Adeloy, and here's the cross towards Brandt, and it's just over the bar, unfortunately. It would have been very nice there getting a goal with 1 man short. We do get another highlight here, Ball with the throw-in, and Ball get a second chance to do a cross. And it's very bad, unfortunately, only cleared by the Go Sport player, and they are free versus our keeper, but put it wide. And a corner here from Stewart, header from Adeloy and headed to Ball, and it's a goal for Bath City here, but it's been disallowed for offside, unfortunately, and very, very slim offside there. We'll keep using the shout demand more here. I think that's pretty fitting to use. So the first half time stat 0-0 for Bath City versus Go Sport. Shot 6-7, shots on target 1-1, possession 50-50%. So not the greatest of first half. I guess it's alright since we haven't. Since we have 1 player less on the pitch here, we have overall all lads performing pretty well. Lewis not really the case though, but hopefully we can pick it up here in the second half. So we'll let all the players have a chance here in the beginning of the second half, and we'll do substitution around the 60-minute mark as usual here. I feel is a good option. It's a corner here from Go Sport, and here's the cross, and we clear it from our defenders, and the ball is actually up to Brandt in control, and it's a long ball up to Adeloy, 1-on-1 versus the keeper, but the keeper saves the shot here, unfortunately, but we do manage to get a shot on the goal. I don't think we have had that many of those yet. And Stewart here with the corner. And only into the hands of the keeper, unfortunately. So we'll make some substitutions here, or one substitution maybe only. We would like to switch out Kane Lewis here, who's having a really bad game, but we don't have anyone to put in instead of him. Hutton is not on the bench, so we can't really change him out. So our option here is to switch Sparta or rig out. Really, that's the only options. So we'll actually switch out rig here and let Stern play instead. We'll again shout demand more. Hopefully we can at least bring a draw home here, and Stuart here with the free kick, and it's saved on the goal line, and we didn't really got to see that highlight properly, unfortunately, but yeah, looked pretty dangerous. We'll keep shouting demand more here, and we are now definitely the leading there on the stats. If we looked at shots on goal, and well, it doesn't matter now because it's all over, and the final scoreline then 0-0 for Bath City versus Gosport, and shots 12-12, shots on target 6-2, and possession 47-53%. So overall, a decent game considering we were one play short, but yeah, we should have won that game anyway. And we have our wingers here in our defensive wingers having a bad game, as well as Adeloy. I guess he might have had 2 chances there to take us to the lead, and it didn't really happen. So anyway, we're still second in the league here, and apparently Billickey and Enfield Town managed to lose. They did look like they were winning, I believe, or losing points. Yeah, Enfield Town only got away with 1 point, so we're still actually 4 points ahead of 4th place and 1 point above 3rd place. So Hungerford only managed to draw here. So looking actually very good chances here to will confirm this for Genovese. We will not try to appeal that. So very good chance here to finish at least 3rd. With 1 more win, we are definitely at least 3rd in the league here. So we have once again an away match, and what should be a pretty easy match. We have it against Weston Supermore, who are 19th in the league. Gosport were 20th in the league, so should be very similar. But as you saw, unfortunately, we have been struggling with those easy games. Hopefully, we can do it better here in this upcoming match, but we will see. As I said before our last match, and will say before this match as well, you never really know for sure how it actually is. We got a report here on McKay, and we'll actually keep scouting him, since he do have an estimated wage here. Of course we can't afford this, but we'll still keep scouting him. We might get a chance to pick him up later, and then we want to know exactly how good he is. And Watkins here is not really good enough. And neither is Draper here or Levisley. So we'll just discard those reports, and after that I believe we don't really have any other players that we are trying to scout, so we'll maybe take a look once more on the players in the championship, if we have any more players that we could try to scout and that we might be able to pick up later. So let's actually take a little look at that right now. So let's take a look here at priorities. So we have a few more, one more small scouts here, and then we'll have 2 that are scouting until full knowledge. And we'll check the player search here. And we'll go to Europe, England, and Skype a Championship, and we'll tick off that box. And we'll actually check here on the wage, that they have a decent wage that we could match or be close to. So let's scout Abrahams here, who's pretty young and have a pretty low wage. Let's scout Parkinson here as well. These lads have maybe a little bit too high a wage for us to be able to match it, but Babos here would be possible, and Hudson here as well. And let's scout Lavicotti. Yeah, Lasoviti, not Lavicotti. Johnny Smith. Virgil Gomez as well here. And then I think we more or less have scouted those players that we should be scouting here. We will scout this Marlon Fossey though. And Theron Brown, that's the last player here we'll check. So we get our pre-match tactical advice here from Jim Rollo, and we'll follow this team instruction to add. And we are pretty even Steven here according to the bookmakers with the upcoming game. And apparently our keeper could reach a record of clean sheets in Vanarama National League South here. So he's so far got 12 clean sheets and the record is 13. So that's pretty good. I will not comment on this news or press question. And here we are getting a scouting meeting and players getting released from Gillingham or affiliate club, and none were interesting there. And let's scout this center back, and no interesting there. And we have this forward that says he would be one of the better players in the team. We'll check that, probably he will not be. And the training rating for last week was 7.01, so pretty bad actually, I'd say, as an average training rating. We once again would like to criticize Sangaria, but we can't. We will criticize Madalus here though, and we can't do Stern, or we can, but we won't bother, and we will do Hodges as well. So all below 6.5 there. And we'll go to the team selection here, and we'll put Hutton in instead of Lewis once again. So let's put in Hutton instead of Lewis. And Genovese is suspended, as we know. We'll put in Dunball there instead. Now we have Sparta in the team who are lacking a little bit of sharpness, but that's alright. And we'll go to the match like this. So we know that our defenders aren't really performing that great together, but it's the best option we have. So let's hope for a good result here in this match against Western Super Amar as a away team. So pretty slow start here, the first 10 minutes, and it's a free kick from Western Supermar, but pretty much straight into the keeper hands, showing safe hands there, Ward, and it's a long ball up to Rigg, and through ball to Adelaide, and he puts it just wide, more or less an open goal there, so pretty bad miss, and also pretty bad choice of match clothes here. Pretty hard to tell the lads apart, or the teams apart. Paxman there with a pretty good shot. And we'll start shouting demand more here. And we'll move to attacking instead of positive here, and that will be the end of the first half here. And the scoreline after one half is 0-0 for Bath City versus Western Supermar, and shots are 8-6, shots on target 2-3, and possession 60-40%. So looking at the stats, it's on alright first half, but we haven't been effective enough for sure in the first half here. And the player ratings is all right here, but nothing special. We will get the chance here to make some substitutions around the 60-minute mark or earlier if needed, or later if we feel like it. But at the moment they will get their chance until the 60-minute mark, and we'll use our shout here, demand more once again. And we do have our mentality on attacking, which is all right. Thinking if we should go to very attacking even. I don't think we will do that. And we get a highlight here, a goal kick from Adelaide, and Brunt 1-on-1 versus the keeper, but the keeper saves. A little bit unlucky there. We got 3 players chasing the ball. Unfortunately, a little bit stupid, almost it feels, but we seem to have control of the ball, and a second chance here maybe to Brunt, and yes, a second chance, but he puts it just wide once again. We'll shout to Manmore once again. We'll make substitutions here. We'll put in Sangere, and we'll put him in instead of Stewart here actually. We'll put in Stern instead of Sparta, and we'll put in Oliver instead of Adelaide, who's not having the best game. And we will hope that we don't get any injury or something like that. So we have to take one player off the pitch, and it's a long ball here from Batten, only to be picked up by the defense of Western Supermare, but it's a bad clearing there, and Oliver took care of the ball up to Stern, and it's across to Brandt to Stangre, and it's a goal here for Bath City, making it 1-0, and that all important lead that we needed there. And certainly made use of the subbed-in players here, with Stern, Oliver and Sangere all playing together and managing to get a leading goal here. Very good stuff. So we'll bring down our mentality here a little bit to positive instead of attacking. We'll make these changes, and we'll actually move down our mentality to defensive now. And we do have a small injury on Hayden, but I don't really want to take him off. and we only have seconds to go now, so yeah, that's it. We did manage to win here. So the final scoreline 1-0 for Bath City versus Western Supermare. Shots 17-11, shots on target 5-5, and possession 57-43%. So overall, a pretty good match, and we have Hutton here with a super rating, and that's nice that he's been able to start performing. He's been pretty good most of the second half of the season actually, which is very nice, and we have quite many players performing here pretty well, so pretty happy with this result actually and this match. And we'll have a look at the league table here, and we'll see here that we secured a third place or better here, so we'll be third or second in the league once we have played the final match day, which is nice and better than last year, so that's good. And yeah, we'll check the inbox here, and we get a little bit of a long injury unfortunately here on Hayden, and he will be out 2 to 3 weeks, so I guess he might miss the playoffs here unfortunately. But we do have backup in the center back position for sure. Anyway, that will be everything for this episode. Hope you liked it. So smash the like button if you did, and also do remember to subscribe if you haven't already done so, so you're sure to not miss out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at RawSlowGaming. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.